We are back. Another episode of Bay Affiliated. It's your homie Ray. We got Hella Modest behind the camera. We are in front of Overflow Tap House. This is arguably the best bar in Gilroy, owned by my boy Chris Sid. So we're gonna go in there, give you guys a little tour. He's gonna give you a little bit insight on who he is, how he came up, and how he ended up in this dope ass establishment right in the heart of downtown Gilroy. If you haven't heard, now you know. Today is Sunday. We got Sunday brunch every Sunday. Pull up, let's get it. We are live, episode 11, Bay Affiliated. I'm here with my boy Chris. We are here finally. We've been thinking about doing this, talking about doing this for some weeks now. Months, literally months. This guy's just as busy as me, if not busier. Chris is he's one of my older friends, you know what I mean? His family is well known in the city when it comes to just business, athletics, you know, they're top tier in all facets. He's someone I look up to when it comes to this next stage in my life. I've seen him create businesses, fail, create another business, sell it, and now he's here doing this. And I'm gonna get his inside scoop just about the process, his creative process, his business process, and just like anything he wants to share with the people. And yeah, so here's Chris. What's up, my boy? How you doing?
What's good, man? We finally here. Finally at this point. We've been talking about this since I think right when you had the idea about creating this podcast, actually.
Right.
Yeah, man. Glad we made time to be here today.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm juiced. It's gonna be a big one for the city because honestly, I don't want to say this in any type of, you know, facetious or cocky type way, but like you and I, we're making the moves. We're doing the things necessary to
in the work.
Make sure we're in a better position in the next 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. That's what it's all about.
Hats off to you, bro, because this can't be easy. I know it. It can't be easy. Some nights I'm in here, it gets hectic, you know?
Oh yeah. Definitely have those nights from time to time where sometimes you're like, why did I even do this? And then you have nights the next day, you're like, this is why I did it.
Facts.
So yeah, I know it's a love-hate relationship for sure, but I love it. I don't want to be anywhere else.
Facts. So we're gonna start from the beginning, bro.
Yeah.
I know the people who are watching who know us know everything about you, but tell the people who don't know, where are you from?
I'm from Gilroy, California, born and raised, went to school here, moved a little bit around, not too far, Morgan Hill, so-and-so. I've been here, since elementary, preschool, high school, junior high, all that stuff.
So what was it like for you growing up in Gilroy? Because they know how it was for me, but I like to give a different perspective, you know?
I grew up about 2 blocks away on Rosanna, between 4th and 5th. So it wasn't rough, but it was at the same time. I mean, we used to get in fights like everybody else, and we used to get in trouble. It was like in a mid-rough neighborhood. So if you went like 2 more blocks down by 8th Street, it's a little rougher. So right in the middle, so we used to catch the wave off of it. So I don't know, it was a good experience living there. You know, riding our bikes as kids, skating, playing baseball on the streets. We had that old school, like childhood that a lot of kids these days don't even get.
Right, it's crazy, bro. When you drive past the skate park now, there's not a single kid out there, bro.
We used to beg to go to that place.
Literally, bro. My mom used to have to come look for me because I'd be outside too long, bro. It's a trip. Like, kids are growing up way different. You know, they don't get to experience.
You catch my nephews and little cousins in the room playing Xbox, and they're in there all day.
All day, bro.
All day.
All day. My nephew, he told me he's got his gaming down to only 4 hours a day. He said, Unc, I was way worse.
I play 4 rounds of Call of Duty and I get got and I just quit and get mad.
I can't even play 1 round of Call of Duty, bro. My brain won't even let me sit there for that long, bro.
Facts.
I don't know how they do it. So you said it was kind of a rough neighborhood. I know exactly where you grew up at. You know what I mean? Was the influence of like the lifestyle, did it ever, you know, was there ever a point when you were like, fuck, I'd rather go left than stay on this right path?
No, of course, yeah. I think for me, my family was like to get it out of there. That was a goal in life, to get out of that situation. But living in a place like that built character, built street smarts, showed you how to be humble, deal with certain situations. Obviously, learn how to fight. Never leave my bike outside for more than an hour because that's just gonna be gone.
Never leave that fucking
But no,
bike,
man,
bro.
I feel like it was a good experience, a good upgrowing neighborhood, and a lot of people that I grew up with in that neighborhood turned around and did shit with their lives because they were all in the same boat. They want to do better for themselves and their families, and literally everybody in that thing did something, bro. It's dope see them now with their kids and their family doing their thing, and we all grew from the same area. It's nice.
That's dope, and I agree, bro. Like, I feel like coming up in that environment, like right on the border of it being all bad and right on the border of like it being way too good, like it's like the perfect place for, you know, a kid or a youngster, especially in our generation, our era, like could grow up because you get to see both sides, you know what I mean? And you really got the choice, you know. And I'm sure just like me, you got some friends who didn't have that choice, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
There was no. They knew before they were 15, like, oh, I'm not gonna start a business.
It's just their life. I
Yeah.
mean, they're in it. You know, some of them had kids at a young age. Someone got records at a young age. Some aren't here anymore. You know, it just depends, man. Life can take you any direction, but I feel like you're the one that's in control of the wheel, and you are the one that can just like basically figure out where your life's gonna be. It's up to you. No one else can make the decision for you. Not your mom, not your dad, not your girlfriend, not your friends. If you don't want to change, you ain't gonna change. Period.
Facts. And the only way to change is to fucking change. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Just do it.
You gotta learn some new information and execute on those steps, right?
Yup.
So, what middle school did you go to?
I went to, back in the day, it was called Jordan, which is
Jordan?
Brownell. Yeah, it's Brownell now.
Damn, fool, you're old, homie.
Yeah, man, I went to Jordan. I went kindergarten there. I think I went to Allier for preschool. And then I went to junior high, Brownell, which is in the same complex as Jordan. So yeah, man, it was like one-stop shop.
That's nuts.
And I lived around the corner, so I used to walk to school. Like
I haven't heard that name in so long, bro. I forgot it was
man.
even called Jordan, bro.
Jordan. It was like a Black Panther, I think was like the mascot.
Okay. That's nuts, bro. Yeah, I went to South Valley. It's crazy how they look now, right?
Oh, beautiful, bro. Look like college compounds.
College compounds, bro. Like, South Valley used to look like a fucking juvenile detention center back in the day, bro.
Bro, I remember we used to walk from Brownell and South Valley and meet at the train tracks, and people would just chunk them and fight.
Chunk 'em.
And I don't even know how the hell we even knew each other. It's like we had no MySpace, we had no Facebook, we didn't have anything to even have beef. Like we didn't know each other existed, but somehow we would meet up at the train track and start fighting, bro.
Like coordinate. How did we coordinate? Bro. Like, all right, meet here. We're gonna get down.
It's called like Scrap Valley.
Oh, yeah,
Brownell, bro, that shit was crazy.
That's crazy. They did call it Scrap Valley, but there wasn't too many of them there.
No,
you know?
no.
There's not too many of them anywhere up north.
Bunch
honestly.
of dumbass like kids in 3rd, 4th grade going to the train tracks to fight, bro. Oh my god.
Literally, bro. Like that's so funny, bro. But so you went to Gilroy High, right?
Yeah, I went to Gilroy High School.
So how was that, bro? I remember back in the day, bro, when I was in middle school and you were in high school, bro, I couldn't wait to get to Gilroy High, bro. It was cracking.
Gilroy High was cracking. It was a party every day at school. I mean, it was different. Back in the day, it was just one school here in Gilroy. So imagine the whole city all in one place under one roof. It was like the real type of like Friday Night Lights vibe. Like it was legit that home little town. There was a party every weekend. The city would shut down for football games. It was like, that's how Gilroy was back in the day. It was like a super small committed like community. It was dope, bro. I love going to that school, seriously.
Yeah, bro, I remember one time there was like, you guys had like a riot on campus and they freaking...
Oh, Friday the 13th, bro.
You remember?
Insane. SWAT, helicopters. I think the principal got whooped on by some girls. Like, it was crazy. They had to throw tear gas.
Bro, they shut down South Valley that day. I'm like, bro, there's no way this
it
get over
crazy.
here.
It was crazy, bro. It was a riot.
That's wild, bro. That's legendary. I think one of my homies started it now that I think about it, but hey, shout out to you. You know who you are. So what's your highest level of education? Did you go to college?
I just got my associates, bro.
Okay.
I was going to continue going. When I was in school, I started this company called Evo Meal Prep, which basically is the foundation of all my businesses. I remember dropped out like mid semester, my continuation from school, and my teacher at the time was like, people are paying to learn what you're doing. Like, why are you even here? Like, you should just, if you believe in yourself, believe in your product, you should just go all the way in. And I remember I know what teacher it is. Shout out, can't want to say her name out loud, but so still in my life still. Very successful woman, has a winery out here in the country. And yeah, man, I went all in.
That's dope. I didn't know that. I didn't know this all came from, you said the meal preps?
Evo Meal Prep is the foundation to Fire Up Barbecue, to Overflow TAPHOUSE. I mean, it is literally the foundation, the base.
Okay, so now let's get into it. So the first business was Evo Meal Preps, right?
Yup.
And what was the inception of that? What made you want to start doing that?
So when I was 25, my grandma got diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver, stage 4. She had high diabetes. And in our culture, in our family, we love to eat. That's like a way of socializing, bonding, how we get to work with one another, and that's the way I show love. So my grandma found out she couldn't eat regular food for the rest of her life. It was like super depressing. So I basically learned how to make all these home-cooked traditional meals, but a healthier version. And one thing led to another. I remember taking these meals to school, posting them on Instagram, Snapchat, and people were like, hey, dude, can you make these meals for me? Like to get fit? And I'm like, fit? Okay, so we started making a few meals, and then people started sharing those on Instagram, started tagging me personally. And I think a friend of mine was like, bro, you should make a business out of this. And I was like, okay, let's do it. So we did, and my grandma later went to the hospital, and I remember we were taking her meal preps, and the nurses were picking up food. Then their friends started picking up food. So we were making from like 15 meals a week to 100 to 200 to 300 to 400 to 500. Damn. To the point where we had to get like a whole ass warehouse where we're pushing like 1,000 meals a week. Damn. It got out of control, bro. We were in 8 different cities. It changed my life.
Damn, bro, because I remember one of my homegirls, she was posting your meals, and I was like, who's doing that? I'm like, where are you? I'm like, I know you can't cook that good. Like, where are you getting this from? That's crazy. So, you said at 25, but do you think you were always like entrepreneurial your entire life? Like, did you ever like generic example, like lemonade stands or like?
Bro, my grandma used to take me to the flea market, and I would sell toys with her, blankets, candies, yard sales. I mean, my grandma was a true hustler. She's like the main hustler in the family. And she used to take me to do all that stuff since I was 6 years old, man. Okay. Like, I always had visions of having a business or starting a business. I would try something new, it would fail. Try something again, it would fail. Try something at work, then it would fail. And I just never stopped, bro. No matter the criticism I was getting from people that I knew, friends, were like, oh, here he goes with another idea. Oh, he's probably not going to make it. Oh, it's probably going to fail. Because that's what everybody's opinion was at that point. Right. Because I wasn't hitting. And I didn't even care about the noise, man. Even though it messed with my head a little bit, it set me back. It made me a little sad to know that the people that are closest to me were the ones that weren't supporting me. Like good, close friends that I don't obviously associate with now. But I just never stopped, bro. And I'm kind of like, I like to use Kaepernick as an example of when he's walking through and there's that commercial and people are yelling at him, throwing cups at him, cussing him out, and he just had his head down, puts his beats on, and he's just walking through, bro, like not letting anything stop him. So I really like how that represents him, and I really tell people like, dude, my life's like Cap. Like I just don't listen to the noise.
And it's like you can't, bro, especially when you're like trying to go for a dream or like build something out of nothing, bro, because all that noise is just a test, bro. You know, it's a test to yourself to like prove to yourself you really want it. You know what I mean? And I know how you feel, bro. It does suck when like your brothers don't turn you up or like people you thought were close or like, shit, bro, I would have did anything for you, bro. And now just because I have an idea and you don't want to show me love? Yeah. It's wild, bro. And it's just a blessing though, even though like they failed, like the fact that you even had an idea, you know, because there's so many people who don't think they could do stuff, you know what I mean?
It's scary, bro.
Yeah, they just accept whatever they're doing and think, oh, this is what I'm used to, this is what I know. Like, they don't even begin to put the process or the vision together. They think the vision's literally like fake, you know? Like, they think it's not even real or possible, you know?
It's like I tell people like stage fright. If you're in front of hundreds or even thousands of people and you got to go up there and say a speech, I mean, that's kind of what it feels like with taking a step and doing a business. Like, you got to take a risk and you're out there, you're the platform and the whole world is watching, your community's watching, and they're ready for you to speak. And sometimes people get afraid and they pull out, or they go in and mid like business they freak out and then they'll quit and just go back to the regular job. And that's it. It's a wrap, and no one tried again.
Exactly, and it's like right when you're getting all that flack and you're like having all that, you know, when that freak out moment, like that's when you need to dial it in and keep going, because everything you're freaking out about, in my experience, is right on the other side of that little test. You know what I mean? Man. So, like, kudos to you, bro, for knowing at a young age to like having the grit to like continue, bro, because shit. Just like you, bro, I always had a vision, always had an idea and started shit, and like I would always quit or like start over or like finesse it in a way like, oh, I wasn't even really being serious. I didn't even really want that. You know what I mean? But today,
no, yeah, I totally get that.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But today it's completely different, bro.
That's your life, bro. It's your life. And then now, I did Evo for like 8 years. Was able to learn. It was mainly learning a project.
Right.
Able to learn how to run a business when it comes to, you know, paying taxes, doing your purchasing, creating a product, marketing, sales. All that kind of funnels into it. So I was able to start a business that didn't have a whole lot of risk when it comes to like investment, like having to rent a brick and mortar, having to have like these high paid like insurance policies. Now that I have this, it's way different. But I learned from that and I built this, and now that I have this, sometimes I'm just sitting here at the end of the night after I'm done mopping, I'm just like, looking at my staff like, yo, we really built this shit. Like, we really did this shit.
Ground
and like right now we have R&B brunch. Gilroy never had R&B brunch. Spinning right now, Obama's Mimosas. Like, this is stuff we wanted when we were young, the place to go. We had to go to San Jose, Campbell, Los Gatos, San Francisco to get this vibe.
Exactly.
So now it's like we're bringing it to Gilroy, bro. And there's people out there enjoying themselves right now.
That's what it's all about, bro.
Hell yeah.
It's like one of the best, it's like one of the most sublime feelings, you know, like being able to create, like, bro, because I don't remember what was here before.
Skate shop?
Oh yeah, the skate shop
DTS,
too.
man.
That's
Shout
crazy,
out DTS
bro.
skate shop.
Shout out DTS.
This is like the original Zoomies here.
Yeah, bro. A lot of us earned our bones like coming to this skate shop, bro. I remember grabbing Osiris's, bro.
Yeah, they used to be all up on the wall right here.
Yeah,
this used to be like the little glass shells with like the wax, the trucks, the wheels, the bearings.
Facts.
There used to be skateboard decks all around this. This wall was never here. This is now a kitchen, guys. But that used to be pushed back. There used to be skate ramps in the back, quarter pipes, rails.
Yeah.
It was totally different, bro.
And if you didn't know, I think I talked about it on the last episode. Like, most of us grew up skating. Like, most of us earned our bones at the skate park. Even if you didn't skate, you were at that park, like, and you had to go through your trials and tribulations to get like your respect and your love in the city, bro. That's how I look at the skate park, bro.
Yeah, we used to skate Brownell. We used to skate the auditorium at Christmas Hill Park. We used to skate the skate shop, Luigi Aprea.
Oh yeah.
I mean, shit. We used to go everywhere, man. There was just a skateboard, enough money to get some chicken sandwiches and some water, and that was it, bro.
Back when it was $1.06 at McDonald's.
Bro. A gallon of water and we just mobbed all day.
$1 and a dime. We're going straight to McDonald's, bro.
Dude, straight up.
So now that we are, now that we're here, so you said the next one was the barbecue one?
Yeah, dude. So I did Fire Up Barbecue.
Yeah.
Fire Up Barbecue. So I got a smoker. I've always been a fan of barbecuing. My family comes from Laredo, Texas. My uncle's been barbecuing since the 70s when they got here. That's how they kind of funded some money for the extra money. They still get down. They're in their 70s. These guys, some of the best barbecuers I know. I got into that. I got a smoker. And I started posting up at different breweries on the weekends after my job. So I used to work for this company called Best Test Labs. It's like underground utilities, like PG&E stuff. So I worked with them Monday through Friday, get out of work on Friday, load up my trailer, go barbecue Saturday and Sunday, Friday, Saturday I'd barbecue, rest Sunday, and go back to work on Monday. That shit for like 2 years straight.
Damn.
But that opened a lot of doors, dude, with breweries, tap houses. And one thing I noticed is like none of these places had a kitchen. I'm like, imagine if we were able to serve some really good food, give a crazy variety of craft beer, and build that and see where it goes. I'm like, man, no one has that. So that's exactly why we built Overflow Tap House, to bring you exactly that, food and craft beer.
Wow, bro, I remember the barbecue business, but and that was the last one before this?
Yeah.
Okay. Was there a break, a downtime in between that and Overflow?
Well, the only time I had a break and downtime from both those businesses, I still own both of them. I just haven't been operating them, is because me and my buddies did physically most of the build out. Me and my buddies, Mom was a contractor. I mean, we physically built these tables with our bare hands. I threaded 120 pipes right here. We put in the floor. I mean, we built these countertops. Like, literally did a lot of the hands-on work, dude.
Right.
So I couldn't do those and do this at the same time and build it. So
yeah. So you said you didn't. That was the only break you took, right, when you were building Overflow?
Yeah.
And you're thinking about running back the barbecue business, right? You said
yeah, bro. We have a custom trailer getting built right now. So essentially, we want to bring back that business. It's a sick-ass 550-gallon smoker getting built with the Santa Maria grill. So we're thinking about bringing that out front, getting the attraction, people driving by, and then bringing the smoked meats inside, bro. I feel like we had Famous Dave's. Yeah. We had my boys at 152. Shout out 152.
Shout out 152.
I love you guys. You guys showed me a lot. Eric, Franz, the whole Ingram family is amazing. But yeah, man, I think we're going to bring that back here this summer, some barbecue.
That'd be dope, bro, because we only have 152 right now, right?
152. We got Uncle Papa's. He has a dope. We got my boy Ray Barbecue. Yeah, man. I think that's all we got in Gilroy right now. Ricky's Barbecue was up in Morgan Hill. Okay. They get down. His mom gets down for sure. Make some fire ass birria. Okay. We got talent, bro, but no brick and mortars.
Right.
Yeah, man.
So what do you see? Where do you see yourself going next as a business owner, outside of what you just discussed? But what's next for Overflow?
Next for Overflow?
Lately you've been having events, you've been getting the building rented out. We had a show or two here already. So what's next for Overflow?
We're going to continue that. I think right now with the whole situation with the food ban and the food truck ban and all that stuff that's going on, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up my kitchen to these food truck companies that have their businesses to use my kitchen and have a different food truck business here every day of the week. So a different one rotating, so they don't have to worry about having a food truck. I'm just gonna open up my legalized commissary kitchen to them so they can come and do pop-ups here at Overflow.
Right.
So it's basically gonna be like a rotating ghost kitchen for them. So every day we'll have someone different. Damn. I think that'll be sick, bro. No one's doing that. No one's doing that,
bro. And just like how you had an open mic night last night.
Yeah, man.
No one's doing that, bro.
No one.
And you know we got hella creatives in Gilroy trying to do something, like whether it's musically, audio, video production. Like, I think that's perfect, and that's great that you're like giving all of us a space, all of us a platform. You know what I mean,
bro? Because you know what I say, Running Shops gave me a shot. Cali's Brewery gave me a shot. A bunch of these companies gave me shots, man. And without these companies giving me a shot, I probably wouldn't even have a name. Probably wouldn't have been out there promoting my business. So I feel like, in my heart, I feel like I need to give these other companies do what people did for me, give them a shot. Just because they can't be here with their food truck somewhere doesn't mean they still can't be here.
Right.
So I want to open up my doors, open up my home to them so they can go ahead and continue their craft and still be out here, man, be a part of the community.
Facts. That's dope, bro. That's gonna be fire. And I think like it'll be like, you know, I don't want to say monkey see, monkey do, but once you start doing it, it's gonna open the doors for other people to start doing it. Because honestly, bro, I mean, see what we're doing. Everybody kind of piggybacking on exactly
right now. I'm not trying to be cocky, but
talk that shit, bro. Hey, follow the leader.
We did all this. We do all these musics. We do the hip hops. We do the reggaes. We do these functions at night. So in the daytime, we're a family-oriented business. We have the games here for the kids, arcades. In the back, we got Cornhole Connect 4. It's like a family vibe. But after 8 o'clock, when the lights turn red in here, it turns into like a lounge, bro. Like literally, like Sounds Like Bar and Grill, SB2. Agenda, like it turns into that function. I mean, we got rappers on the table rapping. We got people in the back just getting it. I mean, this place is sick, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's fire. It's a lot of potential, bro. But yeah, dude, I just want to say thank you for, you know, all the love you've shown me and like my people doing the thing that we're doing. And like, I'm gonna continue to support you no matter what you do, bro.
Thanks, bro.
You know, we've been doing business like this and outside of the bar as well. So no matter what, you know, we're tied in. But
we got other businesses we can't discuss on live TV and camera, but there's a whole bunch more that goes with my life. But we'll speak on that one day.
Maybe.
One day, maybe.
Maybe. Episode 2.
What's it? Don't snitch on yourself. Number
right.
1.
Don't incriminate yourself on these cameras, kids. Like, you don't got to tell them everything, bro. Just show them a bunch of stuff and they'll think it's everything. But don't talk about everything, you know?
Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, shit. Me and you have that. We have a project hopefully coming up next. We're building a podcast studio right here on First Street. We're gonna, you know, make a multimedia location for people who could go in and rent it out, use it, set it up, mic'd up, just to let other people follow their dreams. People who are trying to do podcasts. People who just want office space. I mean, that's next. Trying to get that done in the next month or so. Get this whole real estate stuff done too. I want to do commercial rental properties. Continue to grow that side of the business. Yeah, man. Just I have my hands in a lot of things. I'm busy. People think this is all I do, but it's really not all I do.
Facts.
And if this is all I did, I wouldn't be able to survive. Period.
Exactly.
So, just shout out to everybody trying to compete with just this. Like, man, I got other stuff going around. This is just a little bit of it.
And that's why I tell people all the time, bro, like get around Chris, bro, because like, bro, I look up to you, and not only in business, but just like when it comes to being a man, bro, like you're doing all the things that I see myself doing next in my next stage, bro. And it's like, if you want to do something, get around the people doing it, bro. Ask the right questions to the right person. You don't got to take advice and listen to everybody, but listen to the people doing what you want to do, bro. But it looks like people are starting to gather in here. Is there anything you want to let the people know? Give them your Instagram handles, all that. Shout it out.
I don't have personal Instagram. I will be launching. Me and Tony are working on that.
Facts.
Our comeback right now. We're working on that whole thing right now. We're filming. But it's Overflow Tap House. You want to get to us? My advice to everybody is start a foundation. Surround yourself with good people. Get involved in God. Don't let nothing change you. Don't let money change you. Never change out of character. Stay who you are. Stay true to yourself. Love your family, no matter what you guys get into. Your family's always gonna have your back. So always prosper with them. And you know what? It's okay to start. It's okay to start over. It's okay to get rid of friends. Don't feel guilty. If it's not gonna bring peace and elevate your life, then it's not for you. So think about yourself, think about your future, think about those around you who love you, and just do the best you can, man. That's it. Period.
Oh, yeah, baby. Thank you,
man.
brother. Appreciate you, man.
We broke some beans.
Shout out to that bracelet. I got it in Spain. From a shorty on the beach. I guess it's time to stop thinking about you.